So let me check this drawing first. So in SolidWorks, before we start our drawing, we need to study and analyze the drawing first before we locate the starting point. So the best starting point for the drawing. So for example, we have this given drawing. So in front of you. So the best way is to locate the center point of this. So we will start with the center line. So for me, I will start here from the bottom with this circle. I'm creating this two center line, then from this circle, so going up, completing those drawings. So some part of the drawing, we can draw it by free without dimension, and some we can assign dimension. So we will do it step by step until we complete those drawings. So this is similar with the other example last meeting, wherein after completing this 2D part, we will extrude it at any height or thickness, and we will find the area, the surface area of a given region, a given region. So as you can see here, we have A and B, the red one. Okay, so this red region here, this portion of A, we need to get the surface area at this point. So this different at the surface area outside these boundaries of A. So after completing the drawing, we will apply a 3D features of the SolidWorks. Okay, so from this drawing, let's open the SolidWorks. Okay, so from here, select a new part. Set your units or double check your units. Go to settings, document properties, units should be millimeter gram second, and then select. Okay, so decimal places, leave it as 2 decimal places. Okay, select OK. And we will start with the front plane. Okay, we will start our sketch on the front plane. So select front plane. So I'm using my left mouse button. Okay, select the first icon on the flyout toolbar, sketch. Check your drawing from here. Okay, so I will draw this line, one line. This is a center line. Okay, center line, two center lines. What's this? So I can go to line, center line, from here, going down. So be sure that it is vertical line. So from here, you can draw another line. So from this center line, I can draw one circle having a diameter of 20 millimeters. This is the inner circle, and then you have this arc with 19.5 as the radius. Okay, so if you see the letter R before the number of the dimension, it indicates the radius of the circle. If you see this symbol before the number, then it means that is the diameter of the circle. So circle, center circle from here. Let's check. Go for smart dimension. It says that the diameter of this is 20 millimeters. Select the green check mark, again circle. From here, click here. The radius is, so the radius, you can come here on this properties manager. You can type directly the radius at the bottom here. So from this symbol, this is 19.5 millimeters. Press enter. Select the green check mark. Double check your drawing. So I have now these two circles. Now from here, there is one line going up. So we will assume that this line is tangent to this arc, having a distance or length of 15 millimeters. Then from here, we will draw one arc having a radius of 10. So it is similar to the other side. Similar to the other side. Line and then arc. So you have 10 and then 15. And then this distance, this is 10 also, similar to the right side. So this is 10. So let's do it on SolidWorks. So from here, you have line at this point, one vertical line. Click on the screen.
Yes.
Yes, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. But what's the dimension for the big circle?
This one?
The one that you make in SolidWorks.
Yeah,
One
this
is
one is 90, one is 20, right?
yeah.
The small one. The big one is 19.5. Diameter is 20, so the radius is 10.
Oh, okay.
So there are two circles, right? So this one and this one. One is 20, one is... okay, let me put the dimension. So 19.5 multiplied by 2, that will be the diameter, 39. Okay? So this is the one. Okay? So from here, draw one line at this point. Okay? Going up at any distance. Okay? Now, on SolidWorks, once you go back at the last point in the line command, so it will turn into an arc. You can draw an arc. So as you can see here, the SolidWorks indicates that you're able to draw a line. Okay, so line is a continuous command. You can draw as many lines as you want. You can continue. But once you go back to the last point, so I'm doing it. I'm catching the last point here. It will turn into an arc. Okay, so since I want to draw an arc like this, so just click this point. So you see this blue dash line. The blue dash line means the arc is lying on the horizontal, on horizontal. So click here and then down. I have another line. Click here, another line here. Click here and move up here. Okay. So if you want to terminate the command, just press the escape button on the keyboard. Okay. Now from here, double check your given dimension. So this is 15, this is 10, this is 10. So we'll give the dimension from this point first. Smart dimension. From here, this is 10. Let me check this. This is 10, radius 10. Okay. So before giving dimensions to it, let's do the other part. So again, line. From here, Going here, one arc, going down here, moving up. Okay. So as you can see here, there are some relations between lines and arcs. So the green one. So I teach you this one last meeting. So if these relationships between lines and arcs are disturbing you in doing your dimensions, you can delete it. Okay, you can delete it and you can add it later. So for example, at this point, so here we need only an arc. We need only an arc here. So use trim entities, power trim, click and drag the lines that you don't want to exist on the drawing. So as you can see, there are the gray pattern here line. Just touch the blue line, then the lines will be deleted. Select this green check mark. Go per dimension. This one, you see, the radius is 19.5. Similar to the given here. So you have 20, 19.5. Then this line is 15. This line is 15. This line is 10. This line is 10. This one is 10. This one is 10. And the bottom part or the lower part of the drawing, it is completed according to the dimensions given on the drawing. So you have this arc, circle, lines, so completely drawn. Now look at the drawing on SolidWorks. Okay, so from here, so as you can see, all our lines and arcs are in black color. Okay, black color. It means our drawing from now, so as of now, it is correct. So it is defining the object that the relationships and dimensions are correct. Okay, so these are correct. So let's check another dimension on the drawing. So from this line, so I stop with this line. Okay, I stop with this line. So as you can see here, this 180 millimeters. So from here, 180 millimeters, then we can remove this portion later on. So from here, I can give a smart dimension of this line, which is 180 millimeters. From the other side, I have 80 millimeters here. From the top, okay? From the top, there is a arc having a radius of 30, okay? So in determining the radius of a given arc, look for a arrowhead, okay? So we have an arrowhead here pointing on this arc. It means these dimensions of the arc are indicated by this arrowhead and this dimension, okay? So R30, okay, R30. So we need to create one arc having this one. Or if you want, you can create this center line here. You can create one center line, and from here to here is 30 millimeters. So let's create a center line. From this point to horizontal, so any distance and then another center line from here to here. And you say that this one up to this one is 30. Okay, that is 30 millimeters because that is the radius given of the arc. Now from here you can draw one arc. Let's say center point arc. Okay, center point arc, you will start at the center, starting point, ending point. Okay, so this is the arc. Okay, so you can reduce this line by dragging it inside. We need only this center line as reference with the arc. Okay, now from here there is one circle inside having a diameter of 40 millimeters. So the radius is half of it, so 20 millimeters. So from here, draw one circle, same center point, click here. From here, you can type 20 millimeters, press enter. You can check this. 40 is the diameter. Similar with the drawing. Now from here, we need to create one vertical line going down, which is 50 millimeters, and then arc connected with the end point of this line. So line from here, completely vertical, smart dimension, check again, 50. Now from here, we need to connect one arc here, okay, having a radius of 58, having a radius of 58. So how to create an arc? So last meeting, I teach you how to draw an arc with the different options. So you have center point arc, tangent arc, 3-point arc. Okay. So let's say 3-point arc. Let's use 3-point arc. First point, second point. Now check the orientation according to this drawing. Okay. So the arc is going on this side. So you can select like this. That's the third point. Select the green check mark to agree with the position of the arc. You can go for smart dimension and give the dimension as 58 millimeters. So smart dimension, select this arc, click here, type 58 millimeters. Okay. So in creating a two-dimensional drawing, it is very important that we are checking the drawing if it is fully defined or underdefined. So the drawing can be underdefined if the two-dimensional drawing is open on one end or missing dimensions are there on the drawings, or missing relationships are need to apply on the drawing. So for example here, all the drawings here or the lines are turned to black. Now on the status bar below your SolidWorks, you can identify here that our drawing is fully defined. Okay, you can read it here, fully defined. All drawings are turned into black. Now if I will start another drawing, I'll create this part here. If my drawing is not yet completed, all the lines here are in blue color. It means it is underdefined. I need to close my drawing before I use a 3D application, before I extrude it. Okay, before I extrude it. So let me check the dimension now. Adding some lines and circle here at this point. So I will start with this line. Okay, I will start with this line. So it says this is 51 millimeters from this center point. From this center point, I have this horizontal line. Can go back to my SolidWorks. Can draw one line from here to here. See, this is blue. Okay, this is blue, and your drawing will become underdefined. So we need to complete our drawing until it turns into all black so that it will become fully defined. So it says here that we need to add some dimensions from this center line up to this line, 51 millimeters. Select the green check mark. So now it's black again. So we need to add another line. Okay, below this line, this is 12.5 millimeters. 12.5 millimeters. So line from here to here. Smart dimension. This line. This is 12.5 millimeters. Still, this is close from this point. Okay, this continuous line. So this 12.5. From here, the length is 30 millimeters and 12.18. 12.18. So let me give my dimension here as 30 millimeters. I'll zoom in. Create one line from here going down and again at this point. So let me check this. So I'm drawing this line, okay, 12.18, similar to the distance. This is 30, okay, 12.18, 30, and then open this. So I will need to trim at this point. So smart dimension from here to here. This is 12.18. Select this green check mark, trim, power trim, cut this, okay. Select the green check mark, and then check again your drawing. So from this point, the line is decreased, okay. Become 12 and it become 25. So again, I will draw one line from here to. What is the length of that line? This is 25 now. So smart dimension from here to here, the 25 millimeters. Then at this point, 12, instead of 12.18, it becomes 12. So again, another line. So catch the end point, okay? Be sure you're catching the end point going down. Smart dimension, give a dimension of 12 millimeters here. Press enter, then close the gap here. So you are sure that this is also a 25 millimeters line, and trim on the other side. It's 12, 12, 12, open here, okay. So trim, we'll cut here, and there is a distance of 12 millimeters here. So this is given, this is done, so 12, 25, 12. So another line here, okay, another line, which is 15 millimeters length and 12 millimeters distance from the last point. So again, another line from here to here. Smart dimension, it says this is 15. The distance is 12. Now, how to add the distance here? So I am on the smart dimension, select this line and this line. Drag your mouse to the left, click on the drawing area, type the distance. The distance 12. Type 12. Press enter, and that's it, this point. So all those lines are completed. From here, you can draw one arc. You can draw one arc having a radius of 25. So let's try creating a line. So line, I can go back here. If I go back, I can draw a line or arc. At any given radius. Then you have your line here, 33. Then line up. One vertical line, this line. Then one diagonal line, this line. And we will stop from here. So let's give the dimension first. And check the relationships. As you can see here, this symbol, it means this is tangent. So this arc to this one is tangent, okay? This point. I will remove it from now, okay? So this relationship, how to remove? Select this one, press delete on the keyboard, okay? Press delete on the keyboard. Now here, this is perfectly horizontal. So it says here that this line, this horizontal line is 43 millimeters, okay? 43 millimeters, the distance from this center point. So let me give that dimension first, smart dimension. From here to this center point, this is 43. Okay. So what are the other dimensions given? The length is 33. The length of the line is 33. So smart dimension from here to here, this is 33. Press enter. Put here. Then you have this 25 millimeters radius. Smart dimension from here, 25. And then this height, let me check if it is given. So this is 10, okay? So you can see this is 10. Let's give the dimension inside. This is 10. And there is an angle given here at this point. Now, how you will create this angle? You need to create one center line here as a reference. You need to create one center line here as a reference, then do the angle dimensioning. So from here, center line at any length, okay, any length. Smart dimension from here to here. This is 55 degrees, okay, 55 degrees. So what is remaining now? This arc, okay, this arc connecting the end point of this and this one. So this line have no given dimensions because it is automatically adjusted once you connected this arc having a radius of 78 millimeters. But here, take a look at this point. So this center line is aligning with the center of this horizontal line, and there is a circle here, small circle having a diameter of 5 millimeters. So how to do it on SolidWorks? We will extend this line. Just click the end point. We'll move it up. When you hover your mouse here, you can see the midpoint of one. Okay, so the midpoint of this line should be aligning with this center line. So let's check what is the available relationships that we can add at this point. So when you hover your mouse without selecting anything, click on this blue one, okay? And press the shift on the keyboard. Select this one. Make it coincident, okay? Once you make it coincident, those lines are connected with each other. It means you are exactly lying on the middle of this center line, okay? So coincident, okay? Select this green check mark. Now, if you will extend this, or you can create your own center line. We are sure that this is 10, okay? This is 10. From this intersection, we can create our circle, small circle, having a diameter of 5. So smart dimension, click here, 5 millimeters, select this green check mark, and that's it. Okay. So as you can see here, all lines are black now, but I'm still underdefined because I have one open line here. Okay. I have one open line. I cannot close the region unless I can create one arc, which is the last drawing that I have. So I can create also line and then go back, then connect with the other, or 3-point arc. Okay. So let's practice 3-point arc. So select here arc, 3-point arc, starting point, ending point. So from now, just select any radius. Okay. So you can vary the radius by moving your mouse up and down. Okay. So by this point, I can select any radius. Click on the drawing area, select the green check mark, then identify the radius with the given dimensions on the drawing. So we have 78, okay, 78 millimeters, smart dimension, select this arc, click here, then type 78. Select this green check mark. Select this one, select this one. Merge that point. So merge, I'm using merge, okay? Select this green check mark. So everything is turned to black and your drawing is fully defined. Once you reach this point, you are 100% sure that your drawing is correct. Your two-dimensional drawing is correct. Now from here, we are asked to find the area of this region, A and B, A and B. So how to do it? We need to extrude this portion first and then the other one. And go to features, extruded boss, select this region. So the SolidWorks is suggesting you that, do you want to extrude this region only? Yes, this region, okay? Region 1, sketch 1, region 1. I will extrude it at 5 millimeters or any thickness that you want. Select this one, select the green check mark, okay? Again, this outside region, I need to extrude at any difference extrusion height with this one, okay? So again, You can open this. So you can open these properties. Go to sketch again. I'm selecting the sketch, the original sketch. And then extrude boss or base. Extrude boss or base. I'm selecting this region now, okay? So it is highlighted by this color, like brown or something. Select this one. Select the region. Again, it will turn into region 1. But look at your drawing, okay? Look at your drawing. The inside part is not included, only the outer part. I will change this one as, let's say, 8, just to make a difference with the first region. Okay? So I have two parts here, this one and this one. So I'm ready now to take the area. Now on your coursework, on the BBLearn, so time will be given. It will ask you what is the surface area. It's either you need to type it, the correct surface area, or you need to select in the multiple choice question, whatever is given on the problem. So here, how to find the surface area. Go to evaluate, measure, select this point, region A, okay? Region A. So the answer is 3488.1 or 0.10 millimeter squared, this green one. This is the answer, okay? This is the answer. If they will ask you to find the area of region A, if they will ask you to find the area of region B, you can close this. Close this. Again, go for evaluate, measure, select the outer part. Okay, the green one here. So the surface area of this region is larger than the first one. So it will become 9842.18 millimeters squared. So this is the surface area at this point. So this is the answer for this question here. Okay. So some of you is asking how to save their work. So once you completed the work, you can go to File, Save As, select the folder that you want to save. For example here, solid modeling, type CW, for example your coursework CW1A or B, or let's say CW, save. And that's it. You can access it anytime. If you want to verify your answer, getting the surface area of each and every region here, okay?